Guys, as promised, this is Alyssa and I'm back here to talk a little bit about yoga and why it's so important for athletes, specifically pigeon pose. So pigeon pose is a really great stretch for your glutes, for your hip flexors, for the front part of your hip, all of these areas that tend to get really tight when we're spinning or running or pretty much any athletic endeavor. Those athletes can use this pose to stretch out the better part of your lower body. So I'm just going to have Beth here demo for us. So go ahead and get into downward facing dog. You're going to inhale your right leg up, bend your knee and sweep it through to the outside of your right forearm. Perfect. So it's important that your right thigh is not underneath your torso. It should be out of the way. Now Beth is already forward folding, which is great. You want to maintain a slight flex in your right foot. Now Beth, just go ahead and untuck your toes. Beth's leg is really nicely in line with her left hip. That's really important. And her left foot is in line with her ankle. So there's no sickling of the foot, putting any unnecessary pressure on the ankle. Her right knee is lateral of her torso. So she's not lying on top of her thigh, it's off to the side. So what this muscle is stretching is the hip flexors, so the front part of the hip of her left hip, the glutes, and the rotators of her right leg. As she gets a bit more open, both the left hip and the right glute will start to move closer to the ground, but that's not, don't make that the end goal, right? What's really important is that you're maintaining the integrity of the stretch, and then you're feeling a nice opening in your hips. If this posture is not accessible to you, or it hurts your knee, your right knee in any way, then the opposite is, go ahead and get onto your back, Beth, would be reclined pigeon, where your right ankle will be over your left knee with your right foot hanging off to the side, and she's just gently grabbing onto the back of her left thigh with both of her hands, relaxing her head and neck onto the floor. This is a stretch of the same exact muscles and just a little bit gentler way of getting into it. So if you're still newer to yoga, or again, if that pose is not available to you, this is an awesome alternative. Pigeon can be done every day. It's super beneficial. It's best if held for longer periods of time. So if you have the time, getting into pigeon and holding it for at least 2 or 3 minutes, longer if possible, is great because it will allow that time for the hip and the rotators and the hip flexors to open up. Any questions, go ahead and post them below on this feed and I'll pop in and answer any questions you guys might have. The next video we'll be posting will be in the spin room. We'll be talking about third position. So in a few weeks, take a look out for that. Thank you so much.